Hi friend, I am Sheridan with Christians Do Yoga, and in this vinyasa flow today, we are going to be working up to side crow. And I know you may be thinking, I haven't done that before, I'm a little nervous. Well, this will give you all the tools to prepare you for even attempting side crow. So I encourage you to give it a try. So when you're ready, let's roll out our mat and let's get started. So today we're gonna get started with some sun sal A's. So go ahead and get started in standing at the front of your mat. Draw your shoulders down and together. Close your eyes a little bit into your knees. Big breath in through the nose. Exhale out through your mouth. Shake away the tension. Close your eyes so that you really begin to feel your breath flowing in and out through your body. Begin to turn that regular breath into an ujjayi breath. The inhale through your nose, constricting the back of the throat so you can exhale out through your nose. Take one more big breath in. Big breath out. Inhale, swoop your arms out and up. Exhale to forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, plant your palms, step back to high plank. Breath in through your nose. Exhale, lower halfway down, chaturanga. Inhale to up dog. Exhale to down dog. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, bend your knees, look forward, and step to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, rise up to standing, arms reach up. Exhale, hands to heart. One more time. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, plant your palms, step back to high plank. Breath in through your nose. Exhale, lower halfway down. Inhale to upward facing dog. Exhale to down dog. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, bend your knees, look forward. And step or hop to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, rise up to standing, arms reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center. So we're going to move on to some sun sal B's. If you need to, pause the video, take a few more sun sal A's to warm up your body. But from here, we're going to inhale, reach your arms up and overhead. Exhale down and into chair. Breath in through the nose. Exhale to fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, plant your palms, step to plank. Exhale, halfway down. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right leg reaches up. Exhale, step it between your hands. Left heel down. Inhale, rise up, warrior one. Big breath. Inhale. Exhale, frame off your right toes. Step your right toes back to meet your left. Optional vinyasa in between sides. Inhale, left leg reaches up. Exhale, step your left toes between your hands, right heel down. Inhale, rise up, warrior one. Exhale, settle in. Breath in. Exhale, frame off your left toes, step it back. Optional vinyasa. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, bend your knees, look forward. Step or hop to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale to fold. Inhale, rise all the way up to standing, arms reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Take a moment, close your eyes. Catch your breath. One more inhale. One more exhale. Breath in. Exhale, sink it back, chair pose. So your heels are underneath your knees. Send the sit bones back, open up through your chest, press your palms in together. Big breath in through your nose. And as you exhale, left elbow to right knee, chair twist. One more breath. Inhale and wind, keep your sit bones low. Exhale, right elbow to left knee, fingertips facing in towards your heart. One more breath. Inhale and wind, arms reach up, full body stretch. Exhale, palms to mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, plant your palms, step or hop back, move through a vinyasa. On your next inhale, right leg reaches up. Exhale, step your right toes between your hands. Left heel stays lifted. Root and rise up to crescent lunge. Take a big breath in. Find your rib cage lifting. As you exhale, palms pressed together, send your right elbow to left knee. Crescent twist. So as you're here, maybe you see if you can take your left fingertips down towards the edge of your yoga mat. Just to see if you can touch it. Maybe open up the arms. Really try to wrap that left elbow around to that right knee. Take one more breath. Exhale, palms pressed together. And inhale and wind, arms reach up. Exhale, frame off your right toes. Step your right toes all the way up and back. 3-leg dog, stack your hips. Gaze underneath your right arm. Take a couple of big breaths here. Maybe find some movement in that right knee and right ankle. On your next exhale, take your right foot and step it to the outside of that right palm. So heel in, toe out. And we're going to follow with the left. So left heel in, left toe out. We're going to come down to a little yogi squat. And sway a little bit side to side. Just really stretching and opening up those hip flexors. So as you come down to a yogi squat, you can bring your hands at heart center. If this is too much, you can always take a block underneath your tailbone, sit up a little bit more. So from here, I really want you to press into your palms, press into your elbows, and see if you can squeeze your knees in. So everything has a lot of pressure towards your midline. Take one more big breath in. Big breath out. From here, place your palms down onto your mat or to the ground in front of you. We're gonna come up onto our sit bones. Take your palms back behind. And we're gonna come into boat pose. So we're gonna take our knees, our toes and knees out in front of us. Belly pulls in. So from here, we're gonna take our arms, reach it out in front of us. And then from here, I want you to see if you can take your right elbow to the outside of your left knee. Just like that. Now you can take that left palm, maybe bring it back behind you, just for a little extra balance. I know this may look weird, but this is really side crow whenever we're just balancing in boat. So really get that good twist, get that good upper flexion of the body. If you can't do this, just keep working towards this. See if you get that flexibility to the right elbow to the outside of the left knee. One more breath. Inhale, come to regular boat. Now exhale, you can have the option, you can cross over your ankles, plant your palms, step all the way back to plank. Or take your time to get all the way back to plank, maybe rolling forward onto your toes, coming to a seated position, and stepping back. Optional vinyasa, or press it back all the way to down dog.
Hold that pose while you're here for a few breaths. I just want to tell you about an opportunity that you were invited to. We have a virtual and on-demand yoga studio. So if you love these videos, you love practicing with us, and you want more, check out the links below and come chat with us.
On your next inhale, left leg reaches up. Exhale, step your left toes between your hands, right heel stays lifted. Inhale, rise up, crescent lunge. Take a big breath in through your nose, and as you exhale, palms press together, coming into a crescent twist. So as you're here, I want you to see if maybe you can take your fingertips down towards either the edge of your mat or towards your mat. Left arm reaches up, but try to get that wrap around with the elbow. Breathe here, keep focusing on your breath. Exhale, palms come back together. Inhale and wind, arms reach up. Exhale, framing off your left toes and then send it all the way up and back. Three-leg dog. You can stack the hips, point and flex to the left toes, maybe make some circles here. Just breathe. Big breath in. Exhale, step your left toes to the outside of your left hand, heel in, toe out. And same with the right. Stepping back out into that yogi squat, making your way back down, little swivel side to side. This feels really good if you have really tight hips, just kind of leaning side to side. And coming back into that yogi squat. So bringing your hands to heart center, heels and toes out. Once again, activating those palms. Press into your hands, knees press, elbows press into knees, and knees press into elbows. Everything drawing in towards that midline. Spine is nice and tall. And then when you're ready, we're going to make our way onto our sit bones. So fingertips can come out in front. Release back, coming into boat pose. So toes reach out in front of you, but same thing on the opposite side. We'll take our left elbow to the outside of the right knee. Awesome job. You can take that right palm back behind you. Just try to get that upper body twist. Try to get that wrap around of the elbow. Hold here for 3 breaths. This is a great drill for working into side crow. Take that hand down in front of you, palm facing up. Get that flexion of the wrist. Exhaling, unwinding, and making our way back. We're going to come all the way into a little ball at the front of our mat, up onto our tippy toes. Bring your hands to heart center. And then nice and slowly pressing out of our feet. Slowly rise all the way up. Arms reach up and overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center in prayer. So we're going to begin to make our way into our first side crow. So when you're ready, go ahead and shake out your hips, shake out your arms, all that work, all that energy that we just built up for this peak pose. So there are 2 different ways that we can get into side crow today. So the first one is coming to standing, coming into a chair, and then coming into a chair twist. So coming into right elbow to right knee. And then you can slowly bring your hands down to the mat. But I have learned an easier way to get into side crow is coming back to the little tiny squat we were just in. I'm going to face toward you. So coming into the squat, we're going to place our elbows first. Right elbow to the outside of the left knee, getting that upper body twist. Left elbow to left hip. palms down. So even just coming here, this is a great step for working into side crow. Maybe you stay here for a few breaths, but if you're starting to feel the urge to try to fly, you can begin to lift your hips, bend your elbows in towards your body, chaturanga arms. Right elbow to left knee, left elbow to left hip, so the toes float. So all that weight is on the elbows and then the wrist and the fingers. So you can see that my bones are stacking here. So I created a really nice table for myself to lift. Nice and slowly come back through center. Awesome job. If you like, you can take a few more rounds onto the left side, just see if you can float. You can also lay down like a pillow or a bolster if you feel like you're going to go too far over, just to have that little cushion for your cheek. We're going to make our way onto the right side. So once again, just bringing both arms down to the right side body. Maybe just fingertips touch the mat. Right elbow towards your right hip. Left elbow towards the right knee. See my knees squeezing in. And then we're just going to do a little lift. So when I say lift, we lift the sit bones, bend the elbows in towards the body, chaturanga arms, to float the toes out to the side. Awesome. Stacking those bones, draining the weight to the fingers. Coming right back down, toes to mat, and unwind. Good job, guys. Just coming into that little yogi squat at the front of our mat. Hands down to the floor, step it back, all the way to plank pose. Exhale, lower halfway down. Inhale to up dog. Exhale to down dog. Big breath in through your nose, out through your mouth. Close your eyes. Take 2 more breaths. Inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, open the knees, look forward. Step or hop to the front of your mat. Coming into a comfy seat. So as you come into your comfy seat, we're just going to do a little bit of a side body stretch. We're going to take our left palm down, right palm reaches all the way up and over the right ear. Right, breathing in and out through your nose. If you'd like, you can take that right palm back behind the head. Maybe look up towards the right elbow. This can feel really good since we spent so much time kind of scrunched up for side crow. Being able to open up to the rib cages a little bit more. Inhale, come through center, unwind, right palm down, left arm reaches all the way up and over the left ear. Maybe taking that left palm back behind the head. Using that breath as your tool to get a little bit farther over. Inhale all the way back up through center, arms reach up towards the ceiling. And exhale, taking a twist, left palm to right knee, right palm back behind you. Now really use that inhale to sit up tall. Exhaling to gaze over your right shoulder. Inhale, nice and slowly unwind, arms reach up towards the ceiling. Exhale, right palm to left knee, left palm back behind you. Sit up tall as you inhale and twist as you exhale, gazing over your left shoulder. Nice and slowly inhale, unwind. Draw your chin into your chest. Rock your left ear over to your left shoulder. Back through center and over to the right. Just keep going back and forth, rolling out your neck, maybe even taking a full rotation. And when you're ready, we're going to make our way down and onto our backs. You get comfortable here. Maybe you bring some pillows and blankets onto your mat, just preparing for our final resting pose. Before we do so, we're going to come into happy baby, hands grab to the outsides of the feet, knees draw towards your underarms. And you can either rock side to side here. You can extend one leg and then the other, just to play around a little bit with what feels good. Even come into bound ankle, bringing the bottoms of the feet together, knees open wide. When you're ready, go ahead and draw your knees down and toward your mat. We're just going to come into our final resting pose. So you can set yourself up nicely here. You can use some blankets and pillows if you'd like. Let our heels fall in and our toes fall outward. Let our arms rest out to a T to just soften all those muscles that we used for side crow. Find a few deep breaths in through your nose, sighing them out the mouth. Releasing any hot, tense air that's still residing in the body. Quieting down our thought process. Letting the presence of God just totally engulf us in this moment. Being thankful that we have strong, able bodies to move. Let's take one more big breath in through the nose. Exhale out through your mouth. Coming into your final resting pose, Shavasana. Feel free to pause this video right here and stay here as long as you'd like. We're just going to begin to finish up the class. So when you're ready, go ahead and inhale, arms reach up and overhead, big stretch. Exhale, knees in towards your chest. Rock a little side to side. Exhale, roll onto whatever side feels good. Using your top palm, gently begin to press yourself up and into a comfy seat on your mat. Close your eyes here. Allow your palms to face upwards towards the ceiling. Allow your tongue to float away from the roof of your mouth, softening the jaw. Let your breath feel neutral here and easy. I'm just going to read a little short devotional over you today. In scary and unknown times, our greatest need is to go before the Father and ask Him to remind us who He is. He is a good shepherd, providing and protecting us. He is the only one that has the power to change our circumstances. If He doesn't change our circumstances, then we can trust He has a loving plan that we cannot understand at the moment. To live a life of faith is to embrace what we do not know. God, my shepherd, I do not need a thing. You have bedded me down in a lush meadow. You find me quiet pools to drink from. True to your word, you let me catch my breath and send me in the right direction. Song 23, 1-3. Just take a moment here to trust God has a process and a plan for you. The unknown is normal. The unplanned is normal for us. and to put all of our faith and all of our light and love into what God has in store for us, no matter what is happening in this moment. Take a deep breath in through your nose, reach your arms up and overhead. Exhale, hands in front of your heart in prayer. Going with grace and peace today. Amen.
So you've rolled up your mat and you've taken care of your body, but are you taking care of your mind and your heart? In a season where I found myself completely overwhelmed and anxious with day-to-day life, I recognized that something was missing. And that something was daily routine and self-care and love. So over the next few months, I began to build new habits, a new routine, and some consistency that really brought life back into my heart, into my mind, and into my body. And I want to share that with you. Head on over to dailysoulcare.com and grab your free copy today.